Niagara Regional Chair Jim Bradley joins us this morning for an update on all things Niagara. Good morning, good to see you.
Great to be with you, Bob.
I saw you had put out a statement following the events in Ukraine in solidarity with the people of Ukraine, and also in the Niagara community. There's a significant Ukrainian population in Niagara.
Very large population here, and certainly very perturbed by what's happening in Ukraine. I've been with those folks on so many occasions in years gone by when they were fighting for independence to start with, and laterally preserving it and celebrating it. So there's a big rally on Saturday at 2 o'clock at St. Cyril and Methodius Church. So there'll be a lot of people there, not just people of Ukrainian descent, but all people who are very sympathetic to what's going on. Just an awful situation in Ukraine at the present time, and our hearts go out to them.
Absolutely, and we'll have more on that event on the weekend and at chch.com. Well, so coming up on Tuesday, the next phase of the reopening, indoor capacity limits are going to lift, and the vaccine passports are going to lift. But was it last week that Niagara's acting medical officer of health, Dr. Mustafa Herji, he told your council that it may not be in lockstep with the province. There might be a delay. Is that still the case?
Well, they always value, each of the local officers always value and look carefully at what's happening locally to see if there's any need for some additional measures. By and large, we've adopted the provincial measures in that period of time, but they always assess it, and if there is a special circumstance here, then they will put in some special rules. I really can't anticipate what that will be now, but that's traditional right across the province.
What about vaccine policies with the region?
We have, in our regional employees, over 98% of the people are vaccinated. And that's separate from any provincial rules that are out there. That's a workplace rule to keep our staff safe and have a safe workplace. So we're delighted. I want to thank all the people who took advantage of the opportunity to get inoculated and to keep it a safe place.
Yeah. Are you concerned there's going to be some intense opposition if Niagara Region doesn't follow the rest of the province on Tuesday?
There's always a discussion taking place when that happens. But we don't vary from the province very often, just when there's some special circumstances locally. So there's always a discussion of all these measures and input from the public, and the medical officer of health takes that into account, and I know the province does as well.
Okay. How soon do you expect a definitive decision from him?
I would say we'll see it at that time that the province brings in its rules itself
On Tuesday.
But he'll be looking carefully at the issues that are here in Niagara and trying to determine if there might be a variance from the provincial rules. So he'll be evaluating that along with his staff over the next few days. And then I think either the same day as the province announces its new rules, or a little before, a little after, we'll hear any changes, if there are going to be any changes at all.
Okay. Niagara Region councillors were voting or have voted on a possible punishment for West Lincoln Mayor Dave Bilsma. Can you tell us the status of that?
That's right. But we have part of the meeting on it. What I want to say is that they implemented the Integrity Commissioner's report, which called for 30 days pay, loss, and not serving on any committee, agency, board, or commission of the region. That was the penalty imposed by council.
Okay. Thanks for sharing your time with us. We're going to give our Skype machine a good brown kick, and maybe we'll shut it off and start it again. Always good to chat with you, Regional Chair Jim Bradley, and have a good weekend.